Make that big boss less special. It ain't no game, but they saying welcome to the second level. Second level. Second level, baby. Second level.
Hello, Internet, and welcome back to our coverage of Pixelpop 2018. And right now, we're really excited because we found the VR. There's some VR at Pixelpop this year, and we're really excited about it. And we're talking with Sean from Space Shark and the game Auteur. So if you wouldn't mind, elevator pitch, what is Auteur? Tell us about it. Thank you very much.
So Auteur is a VR serial game following a director and an actor as the director tries to chase ratings in a TV series. The first season is zombies.
Gotcha.
Chasing after
this?
Yes.
Right.
Chasing after The Walking Dead and all its popularity. It's going to be 3 episodes long.
Okay.
We have the first episode here available, as you just saw.
I've experienced, yeah.
And so, yeah, we expect to hopefully launch the first season this November for free on Steam. And then follow-up seasons will be kind of fan-driven genre-wise.
Okay, so you're actually going to ask
pay.
other people what they want to do, or are you just going to see what's popular in the moment and then just go for that?
The plan right now is there's a lot of royalty-free, no, it's basically free old movies that their trademarks and stuff expired.
Gotcha.
So if you think of this as Night of the Living Dead, we'll pick 3 or 4 kind of older movies.
Okay.
And then see which one do you want to be, which one would make a good season right now.
That's kind of a nice idea. Actually, it reminds me a little bit in a way of Alan Wake, the way that Alan Wake, if you ever played that, was like every time that you finished like an episode of it, they would be like, and you start the next one, it would be like last time on Alan Wake, and then it would give you like the whole run through and everything. So it's kind of similar, like with the TV show element to it. So I got to play it a little bit, and I actually got to play for the first time ever the Windows Mixed Reality headset, which is really cool. I like that headset a lot. Does it work on multiple different headsets? Did you choose that specifically? Like, what was the goal with the setup currently in VR?
So that's the headset we have. So
okay. That's the headset we're using, right?
Yep. But it is playing through Steam VR.
Okay.
So, and we've, not this newest version, but when we were developing it, one of our old partners had the Vive, we had the Windows MR, and we did co-development on that.
Gotcha. Is VR sort of an industry that you're particularly interested in? We're like high VR heads over here, so we love everything VR right now. It's a big part of our channel. Is it something that you see like a plucky future for? Like, what makes a developer go, okay, I'm going with VR? Like, because it is a risk right now, right, to go in the VR route. So what makes you go for it?
So right now, because it's so early,
gotcha.
It's easy to make a splash if you can make something good.
Gotcha.
And so that kind of drives, as well as there are just so many different ways to interact in VR that you just can't do. Like, as you saw, just like picking things up and moving around with them, and like level select, you're picking up a script and walking out the door, which is not something
just unique storytelling elements that you couldn't really do in like a regular independent game.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the more interesting things about VR in general. So when it comes to like future plans and things like that, you had mentioned before that you're going to do a couple sort of free episodes that you're going to throw out there, try and gain some traction, and hopefully at some point do like bigger episodes and maybe try and monetize it a little bit, because I assume that developing in VR is probably not super cheap to try and get all that stuff put together. I don't know a lot about it, actually. I'd love for you to tell me more about, like, because if you've done, like, I'm assuming you've done non-VR before, right?
Yes.
So what's the big difference? Like, what's the biggest challenge when you go from, like, non-VR to VR in terms of development in general?
The iteration cycle, just trying to test something that you put together, is, I mean, thankfully the Windows MR, you can flip it up.
Yes, it is a lot easier. I noticed that. Yeah, it is a lot easier to deal with that headset than most others.
I'm going to make a little change. Now I'm going to go and take my headphones off, my headset off, and put them back on. And mixed with, I mean, none of the tools are solid. They're always in flux and they're always new. And even the SDKs that Steam puts out change weekly. So
it's just a little sketchy to try and get your head around. Gotcha.
It's a lot more cutting edge than you know, just doing.
But like you
tried
said,
and
kind of the
true.
bonus of that is that it is such a small market. It's such a niche market that if
Right.
you really do like knock it out of the park, then yeah, you're gonna get seen amongst those people. And I think
Yeah.
it's got a rabid fan base right now as well. Like it almost seems like the people that are into VR are super into VR. Like they just live and breathe it, you know. So, so that's really exciting. So, as far as Auteur in general, how long have you been working on this game?
So this spawned out of a game jam. So
Oh, lovely.
We host a game jam in Columbia, Missouri, and one of the competitors put something similar to this with the same basic premise together. I liked it, worked with them a bit on getting it up and going. They fell off and said, you can have it and keep
Have at
going
it.
with it.
Right.
And so it's kind of where it is right now.
What's your favorite thing about the game so far?
Being able to use the director and kind of that like outside shot. So on your second monitor, you'll always see what the director sees,
Ah.
which makes it a lot more interesting for other people so they can watch
Gotcha.
you kind of flailing around in the game.
That's
but then
interesting.
also what it would look like in the game if
I was the
It was
guy
recorded.
flailing around in the game, so I didn't
Yep.
get to see any of that. So that is interesting. It makes it more of a kind of a, I don't know, like a friend happy or a family happy game where they can actually see what the director sees. That's a nice little twist on that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
it
can
makes
even
these sort of things a little bit more fun because you can walk around and see
Right.
you playing and then you from a distance on that other monitor.
right. They could even implement something like a mobile watch screen or something. As that's getting into like really complicated
Yeah.
territory, but it is possible to do like a second screen on mobile devices, and you could even have them like give you directions on where to go and things like that. There's definitely a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
to build on there.
Like the
Yeah.
Twitch or Mixer interaction.
They'll
sort of
bet, yeah,
stuff.
they'll bet, yeah. Like make them do this, spawn 50 zombies instead of one, and see what
Right.
happens. Right? Yeah. Cool. So where can we find out more about this game, more about you? Give us like Twitter links, social media stuff, whatever it is. Right at the camera. Let us know where we can catch up more on our tour.
Okay, so our website is spacesharkstudios.com. Our Twitter is spaceshark.io because Twitter has a character limit for your.
Fair enough.
And so those are the two main places right now.
Okay.
And when we release, we'll let you all know on all that. We have a mailing list you can sign up to on the site.
Beautiful.
And yeah, that's
Awesome.
That's it.
Well, thank you so much for letting us play. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot. As a VR head, I can see there's definitely a lot of potential here, and I'm really excited about it. But it was a
All right,
pleasure
thank
to meet
you.
you, my friend. Thank you so much. And for you guys, we'll see you on the next video. See you later.
It ain't no game, but they saying welcome to the second level.